What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're playing with something that kind of scares me a little bit, and that is the Haltech. So I've been playing with this for the past couple hours, trying to understand it, interpret it, figure things out, and kind of see how I want to lay things out. Battery location, all things like that. So I've got some things kind of bolted up temporarily on the car just so we can go through, start running some of the wires for the Haltech just to get an idea of like wire length. We could probably hook up a couple of the sensors today. Ideally, if we could get it into accessory mode and hook up the CAN system from the car over to the ECU, that would be ideal, but I don't know if I actually can or not today. So up here on the STI, I've got the lower TGV portions temporarily bolted on here just so that way we can run injector harness wires for both sides. I've got the knock sensor put back on here. I've already depinned the connector from the old harness onto that one. I've got a temporary, this isn't even for this car, but I've got a temporary crank position sensor in here. And also I do want to point this out because someone did, I think, I'm sorry, Malcolm, I believe it was Malcolm, messaged me. We have to pull timing back off of this car. So of course I jinxed myself when I said this, those timing covers don't have to come back off. The crank position, or the crank sprocket down there, it's not symmetrical on all of the teeth going across it. And from my understanding, I thought that the crank position sensor just passed one of the teeth. It has a magnet in here and it would just register that it passed. I didn't know that size actually matters, but I guess this, size matters. I guess this takes a sample rate of like 100,000 pieces of data per second or something like that, some crazy number. So that has to be symmetrical. So I am going to be getting a second one, 3D modeling it in AutoCAD, and then having a machine shop or a company just machine us one out of aluminum or steel, whatever is more affordable and will hold up. So all that's gonna have to come back off, but for temporary mock-up reasons, it's totally fine right now. It'll be fun battling with that timing belt tensioner to try to get it to recompress, but that's a battle for another day. I have the coolant temp sensor plugged in so we can get that wiring ran. Now with this battery situation, I've been like trying to figure this out for a while. I think I am just gonna keep the battery right here. Melee sent us a pretty awesome battery mount for this, but I was originally gonna relocate it to the trunk, but after like messing with all of these wires and trying to gauge like, all right, this one has to go there, this one has to go there, it's just not something that I really want to mess with right now. Maybe later we'll relocate the battery to the trunk to help with weight distribution, but it's just not something that I want to play with right now and try to deal with more wiring stuff. I just want to take this one wire at a time kind of deal. So down here I've got our EG33 harness that I pulled from a junkyard. This is the EJ257 harness, and then over here is all our Haltech harness. So I've been trying to like decode and figure this out. So luckily Haltech does make it somewhat easy, and they do label all of these wires just so you have an idea of where they're going. I also have the stock engine harness cut from the actual ECU side that went to the ECU and then up to the main harness that ran to the engine, so that way we can co-correlate these wires with these wires here just to be able to figure out where everything goes. Now I got the race version, so it does come with a fuse box here, and it's kind of nice. So we have ECU, injectors, ignition, fuel pump, 2 spares, and then down there on the smaller ones, ECU, injector, ignition, fuel pump, spare. So we have spares on this if we want to add anything else, which we probably will. They also give you this nice wiring diagram to try to figure out where everything goes and what it all connects to. So I'm still a little lost on this. I've never done this before. This is totally out of my realm of what I know for wiring on this long harness right here, but we're gonna give it a shot. If I have to call in reinforcements and have someone come help me with this, so be it. But for now, I'm gonna try to do this myself and see if I can get this figured out. So step one, I wanna get this set up inside of the car, pull this harness through the grommet. So they do supply a grommet on that harness. I'm kind of hoping it's the same diameter as right there, so we'll find out in a second. But let's get that guy shot through here. Let's start laying some wires out across the engine right here and seeing like what exactly is going to go where.
Dude, there's so many.
Yeah, give me a sec. Okay, so we've got all that. So I started getting into this and then I quickly realized something. The length of these wires is going to be determined by where the ECU sits inside of the car. So I'm actually not going to start on this quite yet. I'm actually going to start inside of the car and start cleaning up some of the wiring. But what I did here is these 3 injector wires all go to these 3 injectors. These 3 injector wires go to these 3 injectors. This wire, I don't know. Can we focus? I don't quite know what that does. I can't find it on the diagram. These 2 injectors are for cylinders 7 and 8, which we don't have. So I'll pull those out of the harness just so we have 2 less wires in there. But in here, I got the radio to work, which is a good sign, but it won't connect to my phone because I wanted to test Bluetooth compatibility still. So right now the inside of the car is just an absolute shit show. So before we even start doing any of this, I'm gonna get the harnesses that go up on the top pillar over there, over here. I'm gonna work my way from the back of the car up to the front to make sure everything is plugged in, just so that way when we go to do our tests, we can get the most accurate representation for what we're doing. So that way we know everything in here is plugged in. So this will probably take me about an hour and a half or so, but let's get all this cleaned up first, and then we'll start playing with the Haltech. We can't get overly excited and just start jumping into stuff, but good news, the radio works. So I'm gonna take a break from wiring inside of the car for a minute. Amazon just dropped off these clips that I've been waiting for to get this main harness up out of the way. So there's just these like big zip tie clips with some push pins, and they'll like push up like stock location push pins. Like stock location push pins would. I wanna get those on that loom that are both up in the front fenders, so that way I can get the fenders on, so I have one less thing just kind of hanging around the garage right now, just so I can help mitigate where everything is. So let's get the fenders on. We're gonna jump back in the car, continue to finish up that wiring, but I got some more stuff to work that I want to show you guys, and it's pretty freaking cool. Boom, we got fenders back on the car. So those clips were like, if you are looking for these, I'll link these down below. I think I paid like 15 bucks for this whole box of clips. They work awesome. They give you a ton of different variety, and they like all just clipped up in there perfectly. So it's all away from the wheel well at this point on both sides of the fender. I mainly wanted to get these in here so that way I could get the fenders off the back rack and clear up some room. So now that the fenders are back on, let's keep going on the inside of the car. I want to get the dash in the car so that way I can mock it up with the Haltech in the car, because like I said, I can't really mess with that wiring till I know where the Haltech is going to sit, like permanently, because I need to be able to gauge how long to make these wires. So let's keep going on cleaning up wiring, and then I'll show you guys the cool I mean, they're not, to me they're cool because they're OEM features and they still work. So to me they're cool. You guys might not find them cool, but I'm gonna show you anyways after I mess with this wiring a little bit more. So I got distracted when going through here, but look how OEM the passenger side is looking. I meant to just start up there and focus on all that, but all that became all this, and same with over there. Like all that is all that up there. So I'm just gonna keep going on cleaning up this wiring. Once I get this cleaned up, like this is such a major thing that needed to be done anyways. I ran out of like this big loom right here, but I can grab more tomorrow. So I'm gonna keep like cleaning up like the mess of wiring. Like you can see all the noodles over there just kind of spread out. Cleaning up those, have the Haltech pretty much where I want it. So right here is the fan for the heater. To the left of that, we have our stock ECU and the box that does something. I actually have no idea what that box does. And we have our Haltech wiring coming out right here. So that just passes through the grommet that is back down there, up and over part of the heater core, and then sticks out right here, because the game plan is to run this Haltech inside of the glove box. So after I get a little bit of the wiring over there cleaned up, we're gonna get the dash set in here. Once the dash is set in here, then we can like figure out placement of the Haltech. It's just, we can't even start wiring just because there's like so much that goes into like figuring out location on that. So that way we don't like overshoot or undershoot our wiring up there, because then we're just gonna go back to square one and have to tear all this out again. So this has been an all-day adventure right here. So I have everything like kind of temporarily mocked up in here. It's gonna have to be like pulled out, put back in, pulled out, put back in numerous times at this point. But check it out. So if we come in here, we have our key right there, right? I come over here, and I press this little STI button right here. Push it once. We go into accessory mode. Now the radio works. As you can hear, that's copyright. Don't copyright me. I agree. So our radio works. Now I'm not getting any power on the cluster and I'm not getting any power up on the MFD up there. Is there, if you push the button once, do you get radio power? Like, can I open the sunroof? Is that a thing? Can I open this? Like, everything's plugged in right here. I don't think I can do anything with the sunroof right now. I have no, so it's like, I don't know if it's an accessory mode or if it's not an accessory mode. Why would I have power to the radio, but nothing else? And the lights. I have power to the lights and the radio with just that. Now, if I come in here and I push this little STI button again right here, everything shuts off. It cuts power to everything. I am so confused on this. I'm actually confused. Like, is it in accessory mode? Is it not in accessory mode? What mode am I in? I literally don't know anymore, dude. So now I'm curious on the, I didn't even like start on the Haltech today. It's whatever. I'll show you guys that side here in a second. So I am curious if I actually have window power. So if I come in here, so we're in accessory mode maybe. So I have no windows. I have no window. Why do I have no window? I have no power mirror either. What mode am I in? What is happening? This is better when the lights worked. This is so, hold up, actually, hold up. If I disconnect the thing, is it gonna freak out? Fucking maybe. Let's just do that. Should all be off. Let me do that. Fucking watch this. You guys, look at that. Look. It all works. It all, literally all of it. Literally everything. Look. I have blinkers again. The diff is literally freaking out right now just as much as I am. Do I have heater controls? I don't think so. At least it's not showing up on the MFD. I just don't think it's plugged in right now. Oh my God, does this work? Oh my fucking God. Oh my God, it all fucking works. Literally everything works right now. Every light is on the dash like a fucking Christmas tree. But, oh my God, you guys. This wasn't even my fucking goal today. This was not even my goal. Check it out. So if we come over here, we turn that to illumination. Oh, we have freaking illumination again. Oh. We have illumination again. We have freaking illumination. Steering wheel controls still work also on the radio. Info up here still works. Literally everything works. Literally all of it. We even have GPS still on that. We have navigation on our fucking head unit still. So I don't know how I did any of that. I went through before, I'm like losing my voice. I was so excited. I was like screaming before I even picked up the camera just because this, I don't know why, but I've been trying to do this all day for some reason, is get the car into like actual accessory mode. That way where we could do stuff. Like we did it. I don't know how, but we did it. So I actually found some more wire loom. So hey, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna loom up some more of this wire in the car just to get it cleaned up a little bit, so that way I'm not tripping on anything, pulling any wires out. But this is huge, you guys. You have no idea. At this point, we are just ready to piggyback the Haltech off of what we already have in the car and just run the engine with the Haltech. Like, we have every OEM feature like I wanted to retain in the car. We have navigation, we have radio, we have the dash, we have steering wheel controls. It's going to be the closest thing to an OEM STI that like came with a 6-cylinder. Like I think this is the closest anyone will ever get to it in a newer chassis. I don't know what other people have done in the past. I know someone's done an EZ36 and I know someone's done an EZ30, but I don't know what they were able to retain with the car. But for me, this is like crazy exciting. So let me go through here. Let me start looming up some more wire. Hopefully my voice comes back by the time we get done looming that stuff up. But yeah, I'm like ecstatic right now. I'm so pumped. So that's where I'm stopping tonight, you guys. This is like incredible progress that I didn't even mean to do today. I was trying to just play with the Haltech today, and well, we kind of got way off topic. But with good results. My back is freaking killing me. Matt's playing with chains back there, like doing some weird bondage stuff, but so in the upcoming videos, I don't know if it's gonna be the very next video or the following one, we're gonna take the EG33 back out of the STI. We're gonna get the clutch and flywheel put on that thing, and we're just gonna permanently get it in the car. I don't see any reason why we're gonna have to take that engine out again. Even after the, like, even once it's at fab, like, I don't see a reason why that motor has to come back out. So we're gonna get the ACT mod twin on the car. We're gonna pull the motor back out. It's a really awesome clutch, and I'm really excited to show you guys that one. I'm still like losing my voice right now, but this whole wiring thing, like, this is huge. At this point, all we have to do is tie in the Haltech Elite 2500 into the engine and then just piggyback it onto our stock wiring in the car already, and we should be good to go at that point. Trying to get the hardest thing I foresee is trying to get the stock dash to work, but since I left most of the wiring in there for the dash, I don't see any like huge concerns with it, but I'm pumped. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so excited. Anyways, if you guys like the video, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button, turn it black, blue, green, yellow, purple, silver, cyan, magenta color of the day. We're gonna do shark blue. Like, I guess it's like a grayish blue. I guess kind of like this color, like a grayish blue, like gray. Let's do gray. Color of the day is a grayish blue. No, it's shark gray, shark blue, shark gray blue.
There's a very
Don't say spider.
There was a very large spider.
Where?
And he ran underneath my...
I found one in my car.
I missed him.
I found one.
He was fat.
Do you know where?
Did you see me?
Do you know where I found?
You see me right now?
Oh my god.
He was fat.
I can't. Anyways, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel and you want to be, hit your boy up one of these corners. No idea which one. I'll put it in quite yet. And with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, homies. Woo!